Hey again, everybody. As you can see, today's gameplay is Ghost of Tsushima. Um, I actually got this game on my PS5 a while ago. I've barely played any of it though. I'm only like, I don't know, 10 hours in. No, less than that. Not super far in. But record this on my PS5. Porting it over to my laptop. I don't know how good the resolution is going to be, so this video might not be 1080p today. Um, at least fully HD. But anyway, um, fits the topic I'm going to talk about today. Because if any of you have played Ghost of Tsushima, or well, really just the idea of samurai in general, especially when it's focused on discipline and things like that, because that's kind of what today's video is on. I should say tonight's video, because it is late and I am tired, and I have to drive a lot tomorrow, so that'll be fun. But so today I want to talk about doing things even if you're tired, doing things no matter how you feel. And when I say doing things, I mean doing things that are beneficial to you. Doing things like working out, doing things like reading a book, like journaling, like recording a YouTube video at one in the morning. Even though I'm tired, I want to do this and I need to get these thoughts out. So, anyway, just the idea of that constant improvement and that constant discipline. And so what got me talking about what got me thinking about this today was my dad, since I'm visiting home, he bought this ice plunge bath thing, that he's been doing some ice baths. And if any of you have ever tried doing ice baths, they're very hard and big chalk, but they're very healthy, and they have tons of benefits. Of course, if you do it correctly. And so I wanted to try it, and I did. And I was able to stay in there pretty long. But that initial, when like I first got in, like you can't breathe for like a couple seconds, and there's that shock, um, and so doing that, but like after you get past that initial shock and that initial discomfort, and you kind of get into a groove, and you kind of sit there, and you're trying not to think about it, and you kind of let your mind settle, and you get into a zone. And I think that really can be applied to anything that we do that we don't always have desire to do, especially when it comes to things that are like self-improvement things. And so, and how it's funny how this can be something that we do often, like working out or reading or whatever, and we think, hey, like I should do this, and then you're like, well, I know when I first start this, it's going to be really uncomfortable. But hey, I mean, if you've done it so many other times, why now are you suddenly just like, I'm too tired to do this? Or, I had a really bad day, I'm in a bad mood, I shouldn't go to the gym, I shouldn't go on a run, I shouldn't read, I shouldn't journal. I'm just too much, there's too much going on. And you can make up any number of excuses. I know I do. I know we all do. And you can keep telling yourself, well, I'll feel better tomorrow, and then I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll go really hard tomorrow. But tomorrow comes, maybe you're giving yourself the same excuse. So anyway, kind of the overall idea that I'm trying to get out here is to do things no matter how you're feeling. Do it tired, do it angry, do it sad, do it in whatever state you're feeling. Of course, if you're sick, if you have physical limitations, don't work out. Don't, take the rest that you need. But of course, this doesn't just apply to physical things. It also applies to studying, like I said, reading and journaling. But also, I think a big one for me right now and for a lot of people is, putting yourself out there, putting yourself into situations where you're going to meet new people. Having the confidence to talk to new people when you're in those situations, and kind of, thinking when I'm in those and I kind of have that loss of confidence, or I have all the other things I'm thinking about, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to this person, I just want to kind of go home and be by myself, and, if you really need to have that alone time, then sure, do that, but if you're kind of using that as an excuse of like, I'm too scared to go talk to this new person, then do it anyway, Think about what do you have to lose? Think about what you have to lose and what you have to gain. Now, if we step back and we kind of look at, if we're looking at this hypothetical social situation, specifically, what do you have to lose? Okay, maybe it might be a little awkward, might be a little embarrassing if you mess up, but hey, maybe they're nervous too. Maybe they're gonna mess up too, So you have that to lose, maybe a little bit of your ego, maybe you're not gonna be as confident as you hope that you would be going into it. But what do you have to gain? Well, even if it goes bad, you're gaining experience. And if it goes well, you're possibly gaining a friend. You're gaining that side character that might become a main character, right? And you're gaining something new, something different, something that is going to separate the version of you that was 1 hour ago to the version of you that's right now, or the version of you that was 1 day ago to the version you are now. And that's also same thing with working out and with any self-improvement thing. You can keep telling yourself, I don't really want to do this. I have this going on, whatever it is. But do you want to be different than what you were or who you were 1 hour ago? Do you want to be different than the you that you were 1 day ago? And this all ties back into my you versus you video. But this is more focusing on the excuses that we tend to make when we don't want to make that difference, But do it anyway. I recently, and kind of this thing with me is having all this recent emotional things going on, and I'm still processing a lot of things, and still have a lot of things going on with school and everything. And keeping up those good habits is really hard, especially in the place I am right now. Keep myself physically healthy while I'm trying to keep my head above water when it comes to mental health, and not get stuck in these mental loops and things like that. It's hard to balance. It's hard to keep up those good habits. But that's when it comes down to the discipline, because you can have sparks of motivation, but the things that's going to carry that flame and keep the flame burning is the discipline. And because that motivation isn't always going to be there. So next time you have something that you should do and you really don't want to do it, just do it anyway. What do you have to lose? What do you have to gain? Usually, you're going to have a lot more to gain than what you're going to have to lose. And also, do you want to be different than what you were yesterday? Do you want to be more than you were yesterday? Do you want to be more than you were a week ago? Do you want to be more than you were last year? Do you want to be more than you were 1 hour ago, 30 minutes ago, this morning? Whatever it is, taking that step is going to make you better. So that's what I was thinking about today. Something I'm always working on. And I hope this can be something that maybe maybe make some of you want to make a change for yourselves as well. Because I'm really trying to make a change for myself. So, yeah, that'll be it. I'll be back in the usual place tomorrow. So, these videos will be able to be rendered a lot easier and be recorded a lot easier. We'll be back on the Minecraft gameplay. But yeah, that'll be it for now. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.